I'm supposed to screen share, okay.
What's happening right now?
He has a
Brandon has a
PowerPoint.
presentation of a live shot that he would like to do.
I didn't get enough sleep for this, but okay.
Well,
I'm sorry, sending goodbyes.
time to wake up Lindsay Liepman.
Woo!
Yeah!
Is he announcing his resignation?
This is a cool way to do it. It worked.
What?
Oh, unmute.
Damn. Okay. Faith, raise your hand if you want to make TV history.
No, now that I know what it is, hell no. Just kidding.
So, the live interview pitch I want to do is us taking on an escape room live on TV. I first brought to you the Escapology coming to downtown Waco back in December, and now in about 3 weeks they're ready to officially do a grand opening. But they're allowing us to come in a week early, kind of preview this big launch off. So, oh, girl, I'm on the freaking Teams meeting. That's what's up.
Will there be snacks?
Here's a roster kind of to compile, and it really depends on how flexible we are with staffing that day, understandably, but these 3 people are willing to collaborate with me. So, of course, you got me, the live reporter, and then next up on the list is Juliana Jackson, gamer girl number 1, and then you got Lord Dewar as the cameraman, and finally, Dana, gamer girl number 2. So it wouldn't even require the 2 anchors to come, because I know you're all like the opposite way too.
Now we're offended. Why were we not asked?
And you know what?
You just said, hell no, I'm not doing
Right?
it.
If y'all don't let this man move
Yeah,
on.
you're shifting your energy a lot, and I'd like for you to stay in your own lane because it's not a merge. Turn on the blinker. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so how I'm envisioning this would work, and I'm definitely open to feedback from your perspective especially, but start with a live interview at 5:45 outside the escape room. So the owner or someone, a marketing person will be there to kind of walk us through, all the hype. And then we go, okay, here we go. Start the escape room madness. Kevin can follow Julian, Dana, and I start going at it for a little bit. And then, do another live interview hit at 6:15. We're in the middle of all this madness doing it, and with this escape room, you have an hour left, or an hour in total to make this happen. So hopefully by the 6:45 interview, we would be wrapping up and hopefully showing us making the grand escape from the escape room right here. The next steps for this to happen is that Escapology, the corporate level, did give us the green light to do this. And so this Thursday, I'm walking through with the Escapology person this Thursday to really figure out how this is feasible, because the big thing with this is with an escape room, you obviously don't want to expose how to escape. So we did get the green light to do these live interviews, but what I'm saying is you do these puzzles, right? But are we really allowed to get a camera and zoom in on it and be like, oh yeah, this is how you do it, blah blah blah. And so just kind of figuring out how to show that off. And it is tentatively set for May 14th. Which is a Thursday, because unfortunately the Friday I am off, and then the next Friday is the grand opening. And then an idea I had, because I kind of got this idea from the all hands on meeting with the morning teams, was a countdown timer. Mm-hmm. Not sure that's even possible to get, but I think make it a lot more dramatic and intense if we had a escape room countdown timer.
Every time you guys come up, we'll have how long you guys have been in there.
Or how much time we have left.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's essentially my pitch.
I have.
Wow. Okay, you done?
Yeah.
Okay, Brandon.
That's great. I have a couple of things. So I think that first of all, I think it's a great idea, Brandon. I love this, and that is just the mindset that all of us need to be getting in with the morning show. Ideas like this, making things like this happen. All of us need to get in that mindset. But I also think we should add to this bump shot check-ins that don't have to show with our teasers.
Yeah, the teasers.
And things
super
like that.
easy to just show you while we're talking.
Show you. We'll let you know they're coming out.
Put it in the corner of the room.
So it's gonna be exactly. We're gonna be filming the whole entire time. It's obviously gonna be live the whole entire time because
Yeah.
True.
And then what could we do to further this in our linear show to push it to the stream? What else could we do in the stream with this?
it would.
So it should
How
be.
much time do you get?
I mean, I have to ask her, but I'm like pretty sure it's an hour.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
So you do it again.
Well, you could do another escape, or do we refigure the way we're doing it linear and save the escape for the stream itself and push and push and push to
I feel like there has to be payoff. I mean, there are people that still just like leave us at 7. I feel like there has to be a payoff on broadcast.
Okay.
You
Well,
know,
we gotta figure out what we can do for the stream for that we can tease and push to and hopefully try to get more
We
people.
could make like a highlights reel if y'all are done by the end of the linear.
I'm worried about turnaround time on that.
Okay,
though.
highlights.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe get ready for the 8, but I mean, I think the only way to like really get people on the stream.
I don't think. What if you can't get out?
Yeah.
And it's been an hour.
Well, then the time.
Then you're going into the stream anyway.
Yeah. Well.
Well, we're not having that mentality.
No, but I mean, it's seriously though, I don't think it's like that easy.
Okay,
Huh?
but
Gamer
Girl,
how many people follow us from linear to stream?
No, we just got.
Right, so could it be one of those things like what are we pushing? If he's gonna be done, can we just rerun it in the stream?
I almost like this idea, not to merge into your lane.
Yeah. I was like, please do.
And I'm swerving over. What if we somehow had teams? And it was like you and Gamer Girl 1 and Gamer Girl. How many people can go through this at the same time?
Well,
Like, let's check in on so and so. Okay, team 2, and then there's got to be a winner. Like,
so I've done that before, and I did that in college several times where you compete against teams.
it's just we don't have enough camera people.
And I don't think we have enough people. Like doing it with 4 people, I'm already kind of nervous about. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I remember in my group it was 6 people, and like we got out with like 10 minutes left. You know what I mean? Like it's
You mean there were just too many people, too many ideas?
not too many people. I mean, it was actually helpful to have like, because I've never done this small of a group. I mean, I'm only asking for 3 people because I know we don't have enough. I feel like we don't have enough staff to make that work, and I'm not sure who else would
Yeah.
be available. Because I know you're gone that week, right? Second week of May.
She's on the 8.
Yeah, no, I'm just going on the 8th.
Okay, my apologies. Okay, never mind.
I would say
I
that
mean,
as
as far as
well
I know.
in escape rooms, I've done that before. I feel like it's a lot easier because people aren't stepping on each other's toes.
When there's a smaller group.
Yeah.
You know, let me ask you this tough question. This is a tough question because, you know, I feel like when you're presenting stuff like this, people want to ask you tough questions. So this sounds fun, right? It sounds great. And this is Escape Room in Waco or the one that's
Escapology.
Escapology. So how can you make the viewer in Lampasas? How can you like make this to where they're not thinking, these fools are wasting my time? Riddle me this.
I think it's entertaining enough to the point where I start off with the presentation saying it's TV history, and that you're not going to see anything else like this on any other channel right now. It's something we've never done before.
I'd like to hop in on that too and say that people like in Lampasas County, things like that, I know they're around, people look for things to do. They look for day trips. You can present this as a family good time if you come down to Waco and this and that. And that week, all of us need to think about a way is like, what are we saying? And that goes back to what Jasmin's saying. What is going to make those people interested? How do we keep people excited?
This is a summer activity that you can do with your family and your friends. That's our hook.
We can
We're
also
getting into
ask
summer.
ChatGPT.
We've said, Brandon, make this part of a series for Brandon. This is a big kickoff for summer series of things to do around Waco.
Yeah.
And Escapology, the other things can be easy, like the zoo or something like that.
Could you, if we're gonna make this a summer series, could you go across the viewing area?
Mm-hmm.
And could you
Like
incorporate
Waco, Temple?
your little team at all these things? Like this is like your
Yeah.
friend. This is your friend group. This is what y'all are doing
Well,
together.
We're gonna have to be careful on that because then that
Overtime
changes
or
their
something.
schedule and it, and so.
And, you know, I mean, I still have to talk to Matt about this too, because I mean, I kind of thought it'd be here, but maybe.
Well, what do you mean TV history? Like Escapology is never allowed a TV.
I mean,
Nobody's ever done an escape room.
the research I've seen, no news crew has ever done an escape room live on TV.
Okay.
But
You
yeah,
sure?
we're gonna have to, I wonder now
Are
that's.
you sure about that?
From the research I've done,
I mean,
why?
we've
Why are you
done-
giving that face? Have you seen it before?
I've done it before.
Live on
On live
TV?
Clean, yeah.
On live TV? Right.
This was like years ago.
It's like,
Like,
the year was 2000 and
How are you lying?
Jamie Kennedy.
y'all were not alive
Jamie
back then.
Kennedy probably. Okay.
President Kennedy was still, you know.
Oh, and that escape room
Right.
on Station
Yeah.
No,
Ryan goes,
rewind before we get off track. So that's the thing though.
But that was all years.
We don't
Texas
necessarily-
Today history.
we don't-
We're making Texas
We
Today
don't
history.
have to say TV history. We can make this a
It was a
fun
Yeah, we still
summer
do it.
segment that
Yeah.
goes back to the summer series that she's talking about.
Yeah.
And we can make this
Yeah, we
like
could-
something fun with
No,
this.
I
It
think
doesn't
this
even
is
have to
great.
be history, a
Great.
history thing.
Kudos to you.
Yeah.
Great presentation.
Absolutely.
Great idea. Great organizational skills. Corporate said yes.
Exactly.
I think
And I
this
just want to
is
throw a hard
gonna be
question
great.
out there because that's what corporate people would have done.
And I think the countdown is cute. I even would love to
We
have
have
a
to
little
figure that
camera.
out.
I wish we could have some double boxes like as we're doing some other
Mhm.
stuff, like maybe during morning rush. And hey, just remember we like
So,
because
yeah.
morning rush is usually not as serious unless it's like a super serious thing.
Yeah.
But if we are doing morning
Yeah.
rush and then we're like, you know, keeping an eye, like we're bird's eye view on what y'all are doing. So
Yeah.
I think we need
that'd
an
be cool.
element where y'all are basically almost live streaming the whole time.
Yeah, and yes, and so that was my other thing that I was
I'm not
writing
saying
down.
on
We
6
need to
plus,
stream
but on
this on
something.
socials the whole time, but that could be an
On
issue
socials.
with them,
Like literally.
with
Yes.
escapology saying,
Yeah.
you know, but the
Oh,
boxes,
Oh, and we have that rule.
the boxes, the double boxes to the T's, like as producers, we just have to make sure that, I like the double boxes for it to go down, so when we're doing that tease and we're checking in with them,
Yeah.
we go to double boxes and coming out of morning rush is like, okay, and let's get our countdown back up, let's see, can they escape from it, and we'll have double boxes at that time, and the,
But
teases.
how are we timing the escape to make sure that that's the action we're seeing on TV in real time? Because what if the good stuff is all happening when we're not live?
You know, I think obviously the best part is going to be the escape. And I think
Yeah.
the goal is if we really did find an escape like off air, we would just
How can you recreate it though? Because I don't know how escape rooms work.
Yeah, I've never been.
What's
from
your
my
escape?
experience, you type a code into a door keypad and that's it.
Mhm.
Like it's like a 4 or 5 digit code and that's
You
it.
have to
It's
find-
not like
Okay,
it's
so
not like
then
a grand.
we'd
Some
be
of
able
them
to
you
come
have to
back
find
to
a
you
key.
and be like, all right, this is your last chance, the countdown's happening.
Yeah.
Like, put in the code or whatever it is that you think it is. Oh no.
Mhm.
Or,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
And he's just gonna have to stay, the team is gonna have to stay steadily communicate, they're gonna have to stay in steady communication with us to
Yeah.
let us know where they are, what's happening, so we can let you guys know. Now, my next question, what if you escape in 20 minutes?
That
That looks bad for escapology.
Yeah.
Maybe twice.
Celebrity guest anchor is the idea. So that when one of us is, I'm not saying every time we're off, but I'm saying we could do it where it's like, we tease the audience, who's gonna be our celebrity guest anchor, and we pick people that would
Of
be
substance.
great, of substance, not,
Got a little platform.
yeah, exactly, they have
Not
a
just your
reason to
homegirl.
be